All right, everybody. All right, everybody. All right. Just making sure we're good here. All right, I'm gonna give everybody a few minutes to get in here if they can get in. I know it's daytime. I'm gonna see if you guys can jump on. I'm gonna get myself ready here. All right. This is Tim from TD Sports Cards. Today we are breaking a box of 2017 Tristar Hidden Treasures. Going to do an autographed baseball. Sold all the spots on eBay, so now it's time to do a live break on it and hope we get one of the big boys. One of the big boys in this would be like Jeter, Harper, Judge, Williams, Bumgarner, World Series, Ripken Jr., Roger Clemens, Willie Mays, Correa, Trout, Ozzie. I mean, there's a bunch more in here. And then there's a ticket for a diamond ticket. So you get the ball and possibly it could be a ticket. And on the ticket, it's, I don't know if they've had that drawing yet for that Babe Ruth ball. It's one thing I haven't checked. But for this, the spots were $3 a spot, 30 teams. And next we're going to break it live. All the spots are sold on eBay. So that helps with getting it across. Let me pull this up real quick, and I'll show you. Now this is my eBay. I got more breaks left for that are available. That's the 2017 Topps Archive Signature Postseason Edition. I'm doing a 2-box break of the 2018 Onyx. And we have a group break for 1 box, 5 autos for this 2018 Leaf Ultimate Football Draft. And then we have just listed another group break for another baseball. It's quarter cheaper than the other ones. Than the last break. So then I have other items on here if you're interested. I got supplies, team bags, all sorts of cards, autos, T206, T205s. Got a bunch of stuff on there. I'm still listing more. So I just started the eBay store up about a week and a half ago. All right. So this would be for the 2017 TriStar Hidden Treasure Autographed Baseball Series 9. You get 1 ball a box. In a case, there's 3 Hall of Famers, 9 current stars, fan favorites, and award winners. Randomly inserted are the gold balls. And those are pretty cool. I've seen a few of those pulled. There would be randomly inserted World Series Astros baseballs, including such as Altuve and so on. Yeah, it's pretty good. Then you get the grand treasure, what they call the Babe Ruth ball. So you have a ticket to get into a drawing for it. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? We have 2 people watching. Okay, so if not able to watch, I'll give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to jump into the random. All right, so we have this baseball, which we're going to break. Then we have this one that's I just put up on eBay. We have the Leaf Ultimate Draft football. This is 5 autos. It has all the big boys in it. I mean, I've seen some. Almost every box has close to one of the big boys. If not every box, every 2 boxes. So I got spots available for this. Once we get that full, we'll break that. Tomorrow I'm going to be on quite a bit, so hopefully we can break a bunch of these tomorrow. 2 boxes of the Platinum Elite. This has a rookies. It does have a Cuna in it. And I got 2 boxes. I did the one break that sold out was a 1 box. So I figured out let me try 2 boxes. And so we have spots available on that on eBay. And we have a Topps Archives Signature Series Postseason Edition with the Jeter, which I already know the Jeter's pulled, but there's also a lot of other nice cards in this. But yeah, it's pretty, and it's pretty cheap. I think that one I have for $2.75 a spot also. So I mean, if you're interested, grab a couple spots. We get these things full, and hopefully break these. I'm curious on this Ultimate box. They're seeing I still want to pull an Acuna out of that. Which would be nice. That'd be obviously go to the Braves. So it'd be cool to see some big cards pulled. Hey, Trudy. Sorry, just seen you. How are you doing? Yep, I do follow baseball. Follow it quite a bit. I check out the box scores all the time throughout the night. So I know who's hot, who's not. I have a pretty good memory on that. Right now, that Segura from Seattle just killing it. Every day he's getting like 2-3 hits. But my favorite team is the Tigers. So I was sad to see Verlander go, but when he went to Houston, it was a good situation. You know, they won, so I'm happy for him in general. But there's some young guys that are coming up that are killing it in the minors. And obviously they got the #1 pick, Casey Mize. He's an experienced pitcher as far as, you know, how he can pitch. So we'll see him in the next probably 2 years. Usually the high draft picks get as long as they can somewhat hit or somewhat pitch and have some success for a little bit, they'll take a chance at them and they'll fast track them to the majors. Heard of Alex Hansen? Yeah, Hansen's a good player. Yep, I like him. I've noticed even when he's been pinch hitting, he's been getting hits. So he's not afraid to go in for one at bat and pop it. I think he's got 2-3 home runs. He's batting, what was it, 290 or 300 or something like that. You know, he just came up recently, but he's a good player. Yeah, I like him. Obviously Torres. I mean, we can always say Albies, Acuna. I seen that Tampa Bay traded Brad Miller, who just came up, to Milwaukee. And Brad Miller is another whole Brad Miller that used to be with Seattle. But the young one he has some potential. I mean, it just depends on and getting used to the hitting. Oh yeah, boy, he's became our little staple. This Fulmer's been struggling, and they're telling you there's some good guys that are up. That Jimenez in the bullpen, he's a good young player. And if you look at his stats and then bring up his minor league stuff, he's actually done really, really well. Yeah, there's a bunch of guys that's really done good. So that's why I like watching the prospects. I like watching just young guys. I mean, we know. I mean, even Judge is young. He had a big year last year, and he's actually getting close to it this year. Bellinger was in a slump for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but he's starting to come out of it. He's hit I think 2-3 home runs this last week and a half. So he'll get his hits and stuff. And Bellinger was actually predicted as like a 260 hitter. Same thing with he's about the same kind of hitter as Mazzara from Texas. Problem the Giants have his rotation. Oh yeah, everybody's getting hurt. It's like the Mets. The Mets, they got tons of talent, but if you can't keep them on the field, they can't produce. So these guys are having problems blowing out their arms, or getting Tommy John, rotator cuff, sore elbows, pulled abdomens or side, they pull their side muscles or whatever. And the thing that gets me was it Tanaka is the one that he's pitching and pulled both hamstrings. When I hear that, I've coached tons of teams, and when I hear that, I think of he didn't stretch. Pitchers, everybody's still got to stretch, and especially those guys that for the pitchers, a portion of their strength is their legs. So you have to stretch. When I seen he pulled both of them, I was like, he didn't stretch. You can't just go out there and, all right, I have an arm. No, you use your legs to push off the mound. I coached baseball 1 year, and it was it's just part of the deal. I hate to see some of these guys get hurt for something that if you stretch if you're an athlete, you got to stretch every day. You got to keep yourself loose. If not, you tighten up. I mean, whether it's a 15-minute stretch or a good half-hour stretch, and get everything. It's really annoying because the Giants are capable of being a good team, but their starters are getting hurt. Yeah, I mean, when the Giants won before, when they won their every other year World Series, they had a younger team. That's when Posey was young. They had a few experienced players. They had a solid starters. This is when Lincoln was around, and this is when he was in his zone, and he was a Cy Young Award winner at 5'10", 5'11". Heck, I even think he might even be 5'9". But he's a shorter guy, but he used his pitches, and he used a crazy arm fastball. And then this is when Bumgarner was young, and I'm trying to remember some other guys. But they had a decent staff then, and then offensively they produced okay. They just won. That was their thing, is they just won. Some guys are really good, and some guys are, naturally, and then some guys, you have to work at it. But it comes down to, Matt Cain. Yeah, he was good then. And then, you think of, all right, where is he now? It's, you hate to see these guys go through the ups and downs in their careers with injury. Because I've played tons of sports, so you hate to get injured, and it takes a lot out of you for a while, and especially when it comes to action. If you're just bumped around sore, you just need a few days off, a week off. But when you get to where you're really bruised, that hurts. Will the Giants make the playoffs this year? What I like from the Giants, because I thought it was a smart move on both ends to get McCutchen. I like McCutcheon. Yeah, remember was it top 5 for MVP? I think three years. He's a good player. He can put up the stats. This year he started off cold. He's just now the last like 2 weeks he's batting like 300 plus. I think the last 2 weeks. So he's just now getting to back to where he was. I think he hit a home run or a couple home runs the last week and a half. So he's got potential. That's for sure. I mean, he's got between him and then you got Longoria, you got Posey. I like Belt. Belt's having a great year. Was it? You got Crawford. JP was I think Brandon Crawford, not JP. And he's having a great year. So I mean, they have lots of potential. It's just the thing is they're starting pitching. That's what Tampa's issue was. The starting pitching was killing them. Tampa's got a bullpen. Tampa's getting getting some decent runs, but when their starters give up 4 or 5 runs in first few innings, it takes the gut out of you. And that hurts. That hurts, and you guys are thinking, "Oh man, here we go again." We're stuck in a hole again. And you hate to start off the game down, 3, 4, or 5 runs in the first inning. Then that motivates you to do good, but then I'd rather, the home run ball is good. My perfect team wouldn't be 9 players who can hit home runs. My perfect team is 2 guys who could bat 290 to 300 consistently, but bat 290 to 300 and have a 400 on base, even a 380 on base. I mean, that's my perfect team, and maybe have 2 guys that can hit about 30 home runs. You don't need the 50 home run poppers. Not to win baseball games, not to score runs, because you can win by the rallies. If not, you're hoping for that home run. So you're hoping for the pitch down the middle, the mistake pitch, and hope that he gets it. Because you see all the time the batters, they'll swing and they know they just missed it. Well, that was their one shot probably. So it just depends on how you want to build your team. I mean, pitching wise, yes, you got to have lefties, righties. You got to have your slow throwing guys, your fast throwing guys. Got to have same thing, same mix coming out of the bullpen. But yeah, typically you want to mix up your team some. And I like speed, so I like producing runs. I'm the old school that missed the old. Rick Henderson is one of my favorite all-time players. He's one of my top couple. So I loved Ricky Henderson. He had the power, speed, bad leadoff. He got on base. That's what you should do. You can do, but you could do that from any spot. But he just did in the leadoff spot and was great at it. He got the team motivated every time he hit that leadoff home run. You get happy. You get happy when it when you start off on the right track. All right. So as you can see, we got these spots in the breaks left. You can look them up on eBay. Let me go ahead and get the break done. I'll still stay on for a little bit if you want to talk Trinity. So here's the break. Here's a configuration on it. All right. Let's go to random.org. Let's get this going. Some of you guys are on waiting to see. Okay, we're going to list the names. Okay, all the names are in there. Dustin M, Adam L's got a bunch. Brian S, David D, William W, Jason A, Pete K, Adam L, Faden Young, and Barry and Brian again. All right, so we're going to random these 7 times and see where we are. All right, we have for the baseball. All right, here we go. All right, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we got Adam L on top, Dustin M on the bottom. Okay, let's get these put over here. All right, so those are the names. So you got 30 names. All right, next thing, let's go to the teams. And the teams were in no particular order. So I think I took them down by the divisions, actually. So we got all the teams in there. All right. So let's see here. We're gonna random these 7 times and see what teams. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We got Giants on top, Red Sox on the bottom. All right, so these are the teams. All right, so we got Adam L with the Giants. We got Dustin M with the Blue Jays. We got Adam L with the Yankees. We have Brian S with the Cardinals. We have Adam L with the Braves. Adam L with Padres. Jason A with the Nationals. Adam L with the Astros. Adam L with the Orioles. David D with the Devil Rays. Barry S with the Mets. Adam L with the Dodgers. Barry S with the White Sox. Adam L with the Twins. Adam L with the Rangers. Pete K with the Royals. Adam L with the Reds. Adam L with the Rockies. Faden Y with the Angels. Adam L with the Marlins. Now, mind you, Faden, this won't have the Tiny in it, but it could get a Trout. You never know. Or it could be a Crew or something like that. But William W with the Tigers. Pete K with the Mariners. Adam L with the Phillies. Jason A with the Cubs. Adam L with the Pirates. Adam L with the Indians and Diamondbacks. Dustin M with the Athletics. Brian S with the Brewers. And Dustin M with the Red Sox. All right. So those are the names. All right. Now let's head to the product and let's see what happens here. I'm excited to see who gets what. This is only one ball, so one person's going to get it kind of deal. So let's see. Let's see where we are at. All right. All right. So good luck to everybody. Let's see what we can get. Like I said, I'd like to see one of these big names out of here. Obviously, you never know. You never know which case, which box. But let's see what we can do here. Like I said, good luck, everybody. I wish you the best. Hopefully, we can pull something big. All right. All right. Oh, the ball's right up on top. tell. I can't tell. Alright, I can't remember if this is the ball on top. Alright, ready everybody? Here we go. Let's see who it is. Okay. I'm going to try to hide the name a little bit. There's the ball. Okay, then you got the Tristar logo. Alright, and let's see what the name it is. Major League or National League Rookie of the Year. 09. Oh, okay, this is who I thought it was. Yep. So we got the 99 All-Star. Scott Williamson, National League Rookie of the Year, 2004 World Series champion with Boston. It's a pitcher. If I remember right. Alright, so that's Boston. Most likely. Let me look it up on the screen here. Let me see what comes up. I'm going to go to here. Alright, Scott Williamson. Let's go to good old Baseball Reference. Alright, let me cut you guys in on that. Alright. Oh, so he's played all over. He played for Cincinnati. Came up with Cincinnati. That's his total for 03, 04, Cincinnati. Then he got traded to Boston. Boston got about a year and a half out of him, and that's when they won the World Series. 05 Chicago. 06 Chicago. San Diego Padres, and then Baltimore. Yep. So even though Boston got in there, it is definitely Cincinnati. So it's the Cincinnati Reds. Alright, so let's go over to our list here. Cincinnati Reds, where are you? Adam L. You got it. You are the winner. Adam L. Cincinnati Reds. Congratulations. And actually, he did buy a bunch of spots in this, so his percentages were high. But congratulations. Adam L. with Cincinnati Reds. All right. Yep, it's clean auto. He was a Rookie of the Year. He did, like I said, win one World Series with him, so that was a pretty good deal. Oh, let me see if by chance. This is just okay, that was just the filler part. All right. Yeah, see how they had that set up down there. Yep, so pretty cool. All right, so we only got a World Series champion. He was more kind of a journeyman. So congratulations on that. Wish you guys. I'd like to thank you for joining and everything. I do have spots available. I have another baseball that's up. That one, the other break I did at $3. This would be $2.75, and this is listed on eBay. All right. I have a 2018 Ultimate Leaf Draft Football, 5 autos per box, and I have seen big name quarterbacks, since there's 4 of them, and the Barkley and everything come out. So they do, and there are parallels of them, low number parallels, and the one-on-ones and everything. So that's a pretty good product. If you're interested in that, that's on eBay. Then I have these Platinum Elites. It's a 2-box break. There's 2 autos and 2 base cards in each box. So there's going to be 4 autos and 4 base cards. And there are Acunas in these, in that product. And they're like Bo Bichette's, Mackenzie Gore. There's a bunch of other ones that are in there. Some vets. It's 2017 draft class plus the prospects. Then this is one here that's the 2017 Topps Archives Signatures. Signature Series postseason edition. Like I said, we like to try to fill these up tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be on quite a bit. Hopefully we can get a rally going and clean up some of this with a break. And I do have more stuff coming in, guys. So, like I said, we want to just break what we can. Let's have some fun doing it. I appreciate it. You can always talk baseball, sports with me. No problem. Trudy, you still here? Or did you leave? All right. Don't know if you're still here or not. But I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. And because I'm going to be on quite a bit tomorrow night. So if you'd like to join me, and like I said, hopefully we can rally and fill some of these spots. That'd be cool. And I'm excited to see what comes out of more of these items. I'd like to get an Acuna. I'd like to see one of the quarterbacks pulled out of here, or the Barkley. I'd like to get a big name out of one of the baseballs. And then out of the Topps Archives, there's still big names in there for the postseason. I mean, you can go for Mattingly. You can get David Ortiz. I think even Pedro is in there. So, but thank you very much, guys, and we will see you guys later.